Well, hello and welcome people of the internet to our ongoing Steam Next Fest coverage. Today we're checking out a game called Queenslayer. It is a turn-based RPG, I guess you would call it. Kind of reminds me of Darkest Dungeon, to be fair. Not only in gameplay, but also in art, clearly. There's definitely a, darker fantasy RPG theme here. If you want to check out the game for yourself, demo will of course be down below in the description. But for now, go ahead, grab a snack, grab a drink, sit back, relax, and let's try and have some fun. So the first thing that I noticed, and I'll point out here, is that I can't see the mouse. So luckily there is full controller support, so we will be playing with controller. Actually, I should check options. Is there anything in options? No. Okay, it doesn't look like I can. I thought maybe there would be some weird setting like that turns off visible mouse, but doesn't seem to be the case. Okay, choose a game mode. Default mode, okay, the default mode not being available, little odd. I guess we're gonna go with rough roads. So the only mode we have to play is the hard mode. That's a good start for a demo, where you defeat 8 bosses with 4 characters of your choice. Okay. Select 4 mercenaries and embark on the expedition. Okay, so is this all I get for information? I don't get any kind of breakdown as to what or who they are. Okay, I guess I don't get to see what their skills are. Oh, I also don't have a back button, so I can't actually. Do I have a menu button? I'm hitting start. Start does not work. Okay, so I am locked into this menu, cannot go back. I can only select characters. Okay, that's the only button that works is A, because that's the only button I've tried that hasn't done anything. Okay, let's figure out who we want to go with here. Honestly, the character designs are kind of interesting. I feel like this guy, so let's see. So we have tanker, dealer, supporter, or another dealer. I don't exactly know what that means. Well, okay, let me clarify that because people are going, you don't know what a tank is? I know what they are, right? But do they do anything, or is that just like a suggestion that like, hey, you should probably take 2 damage dealers, you should take a support, you should take a tanker or a tank, but like, who is a tank? Obviously things with healers, with healing, it's probably going to be a supporter, but like, how do I know who is and isn't like a tank character? You have defense, so I would assume that you would probably be a tank. So let's take iron. Oh, and I can't, so I have to select in order. Okay, so we're gonna go for a damage dealer next. Who would be cool? Oh, AoE burn? That sounds kind of cool. Blindness, armor, bleed, AoE attack, single attack poison. Ooh, he looks cool too. Are we just gonna go with a faceless squad? AoE poison. Let's go with shadow. We have iron shadow, and then for support we need a healer. It'd be nice if these were sorted, or I could sort these somehow. Healing, purification, and AoE. Healing and poison. Who else does healing? Who do we have options for? We have, is that a chef? We have a chef. Ooh, healing, burn, and purify. That sounds kind of cool. Okay, let's go with Lumina. And then for our last damage dealer, maybe we go with Kaida. She weakens and stuns. We could go with, oh, this is a cool looking character too. I feel like we're gonna go with Kaida. Let's spread it out a little bit. And okay, there's nothing else I can do here, so I guess we'll begin expedition, which, oh, I can only get there from this bottom row. If I'm over here and go to the right, it just takes me to the next row. Okay, begin expedition. Let's see. Hopefully the game tells me how to play. Okay, this is a weird place to start. Gain a new trait, remove 1 trait from a mercenary, restore all of the mercenary's health. Well, I don't think I need to rest, considering, unless they start us off with like half health or something. I guess we'll just get a new trait, because I don't know what traits I have. Good eyesight, blindness resistance, additional damage to weakened enemies. Bleeding enemies deal 20 additional damage. What? Why would I ever want that? Bleeding enemies deal more damage? That sounds awful. Okay, I guess I'll take weakening damage. And I guess maybe I put it on Shadow, because if you're gonna be weakening, I want to put it on someone who can benefit from it. Okay, let's do that. Okay, so we got a Slay the Spire map going on. Oh, it's pretty short. Elite monster spawn areas, but what is this? I'm assuming that's just a regular fight. If that's the case, okay, so we just have literally 5 fights in a row, excuse me, I can count, where literally the last 6 are all elite fights. Okay, let's do the regular fights then. Okay, tutorial time. Health. If you lose all your health or die, makes sense. Blue is balance. When you take damage, your balance decreases, and if you lose all of it, you break. I should probably switch some of those letters around so it's spelled correctly. And cannot act on your next turn. Okay, so it's a poise meter. And then green is corruption. When you're full of corruption, you can either overcome it through chance or lose health and gain unfavorable traits. Okay, how do we gain corruption? Round 1. Oh, okay, there is no tutorial. We're just jumping in we're throwing us in. Okay, so let's first get a grip on the UI here. So you have a turn meter at the top. Whoa, how the frick is the... Wait, whoa. Is the turn meter completely random? Because the chick with the yellow hair, oh my God, white hair, is going second the first round and then second to last in the second round? What? So our tanky boy is in the same slot, third from the last. Lumina is in the same slot. 2 of the frogs are basically in the same slot. They've just gotten misplaced by the... Okay, I have no idea how turn order is working. Let's see. So we have stats in the bottom right. Can I go... Okay. Can't go over there and see stats. Y, B. B brings me to a menu that says continue or quit. X doesn't do anything. Trigger is our path to growth, which doesn't do anything. Mercenary details. Okay. Can I... Cannot move around. Can I move my mouse over anything? I can move my mouse over the equipment. I can't see any descriptions of the stats. Strong will. 10% to attack damage. Oh, okay. So these are... Okay, so characters start with traits. But, oh, okay, there. I was like, can I not go over them with my controller? And then we have the weakening damage. Okay, so we're just super strong. So it looks like we have HP, speed, defense, crit, dodge, attack plus. I'm assuming it's plus because we have the trait. That's a very weird order for those stats, though. I would assume that you would probably want to go, although I don't even know that dod is dodge. No, it's definitely dodge. It's like that. Yeah, anyway. I'm surprised it wouldn't go HP, attack, defense, and then some order of crit and dodge, and then lastly speed. That's kind of like the traditional way. That's a very flip-floppy. We got resistances. Don't know what... I think we can assume that the bottom right is burn. The one above that is bleed. No idea what any of the other ones are. Okay, let's look at our attacks. I have a feeling we'll understand these. Shadow Strike, damage 5 to 7 damage, single target. Easy enough. Dual Dagger Flurry. 6 to 11 damage, 2 charges, single... Oh, okay, so we have a charge system. So I can only use this twice. 3 to 6 raindrop damage. Okay, single target. 2 to 5 bleed, maybe it applies bleed. 2 charges, single target. Fatal Slash, 2 charges, single target, conditions bleeding. So I'm gonna make the assumption that the target has to be bleeding for this to work. So if that's the case, well, I only have one thing that can apply bleeding. So let's do that to, I don't know, maybe a chunky boy. Actually, man, I wish highlighting these would highlight them on the timeline. Let's do it to this guy. Dot damage for 2 turns. Okay. Wait, why didn't he take damage? Wasn't that supposed to do damage? Huh. Okay. What do we have for our hammer check? We got single target, 4 to 6 damage. We got shockwave that does the little... Oh, it's an Firefly. It's a Firefly? Fire Eye. It's a Sharingan. 2 charges, all targets. Damage plus 30 until the battle ends. Until the battle ends? Okay. 4 to 6 star power. And we recover HP. Okay, so let's just do damage plus 30. Because it's kind of good. Oh, so does that mean it applies a bleed for that damage over 2 turns? Not that I dealt that damage? So if I do this, is it going to do 2 to 4 damage over a period of turns? We have recovery. Skill charging, Beacon of Hope. Oh. So in order to use Beacon of Hope, so basically I'm down a skill. Ooh, I don't like that at all. So already we're pretty limited on skills. And so in order to use this, rather than just like clicking on it once to charge it, I have to click on this to charge it. And then status effect removal. But I can't, is it just myself? No, it's single targets. But I can't highlight over my own teammates. I have to kind of move this around in order to see even what's on our front guys. Okay, so let's go fire damage. Let's go ahead and weaken this guy. Okay, so that one deals damage. Oh, the raindrops fell off. We have a shield bash for single target damage. We have defense until battle ends, which I suppose I should just start with. Active counterattack for 3 turns. Maybe that's just like stomp damage. Okay, well, we clearly just... Wait, was this a... Oh, it's just all... Just 100% damage, 100% defense on everybody for the whole fight. Sure. Sure. That doesn't need to be charged. Okay, so yeah, there's raindrop dot damage. Have to keep that in mind. Oh, that's poison? That's poison? That's definitely a raindrop. Okay, so we want to do... bleed fell off. Good, 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 good. Can I not use this? Yeah, I can't use this. Okay. So this dealt no... Did this really do no damage? Oh, no, it did damage. Okay, my bad, my bad. Let's see. I suppose let's go ahead and here we're gonna throw Shady Boy some healing. And then 2 charges for 4 to 7 damage. Okay, let's maybe stomp you. Fallen, unable to attack on the next turn. What is the blue number? Is that how much damage you're planning to do? Then what is that pink arrow? And why is your target so far away from everything else? Okay, what else do we want to do here? I mean, I guess I just stop you from acting, right? Yeah, seems pretty strong. Oh, you're bleeding. Okay, now can we use this? Okay, so yeah, you do have to be bleeding for us to use that. So, okay, let's try and get a... is there any reason to get a stun off? I suppose there is. You're gonna attack next turn. So yeah, like this is a case where I have no idea which of these green frogs is the first frog in the timeline. I'm gonna take a 50-50 guess that it's this one. He resisted it anyway, so it doesn't matter. Okay, let's set a burn on this guy. And let's go ahead and start charging our AoE heal. Now, what's our star? Oh, it's a stun. Oh, so there's two different status effects for stuns. There's fallen and stun that are the exact same, except for there's two different resistances to them. Let's get some poison going. Let's get 2 dots on this guy. Oh, we resisted it. Okay, so that didn't work. Oh, we're corrupted. Let's stun the big boy. And then what do we do? Do we go for... Let's go for dual damage flurry. You're stunned. You're trying to hit me, so let's kill you. Oh, but you were last in line. So I probably should have attacked the first one, and then my other 2 guys could have attacked this other one, but... You know, timeline things. Let's heal the squad. Let's go for the old stun. We'll stun... Well, we have to try and stun you. And then, unfortunately, I can't kill you. We can do... Oh, did we see what this is? What is the fire eye? Weaken. Resistance to stun... Oh, well, that would have been very helpful to know earlier. Okay. We get the kill. We had all our buffs. We get a victory. We only got 1 route, so we come up here. And we get no rewards for winning. That's cool. I like rewards, but I suppose getting no rewards is okay too. We also don't heal. We do get our charges back though. Okay, so charges reset. Let's go ahead and try and bleed you out. Nice. Yeah, what is this pink arrow and why is it... Okay, now you're... Is that who's going next? Oh, I think that's supposed to highlight who is next in the timeline. I think. So rather than... Wait, what? So rather than letting me going up and selecting characters... Can I do it with my mouse? Let's see. Okay, so we can see where my mouse is, so I'm going straight up. So I can highlight them because you can see the stats changing in the bottom left, but it's not highlighting on the timeline at the top. Okay. So, yep. So we do this. This is an easy first turn, just 100% extra defense. Let's charge up our AoE heal. We charge up our attack power. Why? Wait, it said 2 turns. Why is this bleed gone? Is there always a chance that it falls off? I mean, that's like super annoying. If you say it's 2 turns, like make it last 2 turns. Okay, let's get more attack power, and then we're gonna go for an AoE smash. Don't need to heal. Let's go ahead and just do big heal. Get wrecked. You don't get a turn. Okay, so let's weaken you. Then we go shockwave. Oh, I just saw. Okay, I just saw it. Yeah. So, well, recovery. I think recovery is just when it's supposed to fall off. But I guess I don't understand why things are falling off for their turn. So let's make it so you don't get a turn. Let's pop our AoE heal. Let's do a big heal on our tanky boy. Let's not stun. Let's see if we can get a kill on this guy. God, man, low rolls. Okay. So if this only, so let's say hypothetically this only lasts for 1 turn. Although on the other, I guess I'm just not sure how long debuffs are supposed to last. Maybe the resistance is like if it applies. So for example, on my character, maybe there's a 30% chance that it falls off at the beginning of turn. But I thought I saw somewhere that the debuffs had 2 turns on them. I don't remember where I saw that though. You know what? Let's just take care of this character. And okay, yeah, so the pink is definitely just highlighting who's attacking next. End attack buffs. Why did the attack buffs just end? That clearly said, am I wrong in thinking that it said it until end of battle? Do I have to heal? I suppose we'll see if I can get another AoE heal off. Until the battle ends. Oh, but no, I still have 60%. So why did it say that my attack went down? So they could basically never attack again. I have 1,000,000 stuns on this team. Okay, am I not gonna get another? Okay, we're just gonna get no rewards. We're just never gonna power up. Are we ever gonna get path to growth? Or like, is there any kind of progression, or is it just endless battles? Okay, let's try and set a burn on him. We get our 30% attack buff. Let's see. So let's get our free defense buff on everybody. Why does it say my defense is only 90%? Oh, probably, do I have something here? Maybe my character was already for some reason at -10? Okay, let's try and set poison on you. Let's try and take you out with dots. I think we need to set up the shockwave so I can start applying some more buffs. You resisted even the shockwave. Okay, McPerkerton. Okay, yeah. Dot damage 2 turns. Okay, let's keep an eye on Shield Boy. See how long that dot stays on him. I don't know who's next. Only one of you is attacking, but it's not highlighting which one is going next. Likely you, because you have a target, right? Okay, so your bleed is still active. Man, this guy resists everything. What? So I think I know what happens. So because... Man, I don't understand turn order. So I think what's happening is... Because probably what happened is Shadow went before him the last turn cycle. So he applied bleed. Then in that same cycle, this green frog goes. We go to the next cycle. He's at the start. Shadow's at the very end. That's the second turn. And so Shadow never has another opportunity to actually use his attack. So how can a character go from very first to last to first again? I don't understand. Yeah, so like on our Hammer Girl, it said end defensive buff. Okay. 20 bucks. Oh, it's a 50% chance. That's why he's not getting stunned. He will, though. Frick you. Okay, let's take you out. Go ahead and get our more damage. And then we'll try and stun this guy. Nice, we got it. Cool, 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 cool. Let's go ahead and AoE heal. Okay, let's go for big damage here. Nice, and we broke him. Get wrecked, you prick. Wait, so you... Wait. Why is Pumpkinhead going next? Isn't he stunned? Okay, I don't really care. I'm stomping you out. Can we kill here? Oh, that's a very low chance to kill. Okay, I'm gonna save. Actually, let's just go get a burn. There we go. Okay, so now that the burn's on, we don't have to worry about him anymore. Okay, I guess he's just never gonna act again. Yeah, okay, he just never acts again. Easy enough. Okay, now, again, the question is, are we gonna go into just another regular fight? Just another fight. Okay, so... I think I've seen enough of this one. Technically, we could make our way to the boss fight, but let's be honest. I have a feeling it would be just more of the same. So... And I can't even go to the menu. My options are continue or literally quit the game. Those are the only two options I have. I'm going to be really blunt here. This is a really poor showing for a demo, in my opinion. You have no tutorial. your only game mode is hard mode, not even regular mode, like default mode. The fact that you didn't even put default mode in your demo is like, why at that point, why call it default mode? Like I said, there's no tutorial. I don't understand what, like, okay, this is a small nitpick. Like, the order of your stats is just a little bit weird. Like, there's a reason that you're using red for health, because it's an industry standard. Like, why is attack at the bottom of your list? Why is speed at the top? Speed also, there's no listing for anything. Now, I can understand attack is going to modify how much damage you're doing. Dodge is going to be how likely you are to dodge. Crit, how likely you are to crit. Defense, you know, to resist damage. Speed, there's no shot in hell that speed is at all modifying how likely you are to go next, because like now Shadow's going first, but how do we go from first all the way to last? Unless there was a speed debuff and I didn't see it, which, let's be fair, could be the case. But like, why do we have weapon, gloves, ring, and shoes? We've literally seen nothing like to indicate that we would get any equipment. In these types of roguelikes, like, you would expect after every fight to get some kind of upgrade. You have a button here, Path to Growth, where like there's no indication that characters are going to level up. You have this weird charging system where you have 2 skills to charge. So any character that has a charge skill is arguably going to be weaker than anything else, because you have only 4 skills as opposed to 5. Why not just make it a button that says it's not charge? Like, it has 2 buttons, so you click it the first time, it charges, and then if you have a charge, you can use it. You know, like, you have conditions here, so clearly, like, you're able to make skills that work and don't work based on certain conditions. I would think that would also extend to abilities either having charges or not having charges. It's like, it's weird to me that you're playing, it's a turn-based combat RPG, and I can't, like, first of all, the fact that I can't use my mouse in game is really, really odd. For a PC game, but like the fact that I can't hover over enemies in the timeline to see which one is which. Like, you have 3 identical enemies here, and they're not labeled. Like, they're not labeled different colors. They don't have a number next to them signifying which one is which. So here, like, let's say for example, let's just say this character had a stun on them, right? And I wanted to, well, I guess in this case it wouldn't matter, but let's say there was only 1 enemy attacking next before Iron was up. Well, I would want to know which enemy that was so I could stun and then just go to Iron's turn. Unfortunately, in this case, you know, there's 3 enemies, but if there wasn't, I would have no idea which one to target. The only time I've had the potential of knowing which one was when that weird pink arrow showed up, and I don't have that now. The fact that like their targeting window is like strangely above their UI is a little bit weird. I don't know what their intentions are. It's clear that they're targeting, but I don't know, like, are they planning to attack? Are they planning to debuff? I have no indication of what they're planning to do, so I can't really work around that. There's just a lot here that's just like not working for me. What does work? I like the random traits. That at least is a bit of randomness, so you go in with slightly different mechanics each time for each character, but if I'm being honest, I literally didn't look at them. Maybe I should have, but I don't think that they really mattered all too much. I think they probably would have if there was some kind of progression and I could play around with them. Literally, the only progression that we saw was at the very, very start of the run. Character selection, which I would go back to, but I can't because I would have to close out the game in order to get there. There were roles on the team at the start. I don't know if that actually does something or if it's just a suggestion. If it is intended that the character in the tank, quote unquote, tanker slot is a tank, then I would think that maybe you would have a menu where you select the tank, like the slot for tank, and then it shows you a selection of all the quote unquote tank characters, rather than just giving you a selection of all 15, giving you a kind of rough overview of what they do, but not necessarily, but it doesn't even describe their roles. See, that's the other thing, is like there was just like no connection there, right? Like I would understand, for example, like Lumina here, right? So what were her things? It was healing, burn, and purification. So we can assume, because 2 of those things are more support traits, that she would be a support class. And the fact that she says healing, but technically it could have just been self-healing. We don't really know, because there was no character breakdown. I couldn't get a preview of the characters. Weird things too, like no back button in the character selection. Like, I don't understand why I can't go back to the main menu. I can't abandon the run. I can't go to options. Like, we saw in the main menu that there were options, but like, why is there no options menu here? Like, overall, this needs, like, clearly there's some competency in working a game engine, but when it comes to making an enjoyable play experience, I'm really struggling here to find something, to be quite honest with you. I was very hopeful for this one. I did like the art style, the combat animations, quote unquote, where it's just like the character's profile. You know, it is what it is. It could be a stylistic choice. I'm not super crazy about it. I would rather have just like, even if it's just a 1-frame, you know, Darkest Dungeon style, where we go from, I can't even use my mouse to highlight, but you know, we go from this character pose to all of a sudden it's like a JPEG of a slashing animation. It's just weird to see a profile, because then it's like all of a sudden turned around looking at us. Yeah, I wanted this one to be good, but unfortunately it falls very, very flat for me. I don't know. What do you guys, 69 poison resistance. What do you guys think? Let me know down below. Oh, hang on. Pause, put a pause on it. What I just realized is that in the trailer, do me a favor. Go look at the trailer on the Steam page, because there seems to be a lot of stuff that just wasn't in the demo. So it's like, I don't understand why you would put things in the, like, if you only have, I think it's one thing, like, if you have an early access version out and you have a demo available as well, so you have like a paid version with more features, and then a demo that's like very tailored, that's very like short in time. I don't understand how you could put a demo out and then just like not have some of the stuff you put in the demo, because it's like, that's the only experience players are gonna have. Oh, I guess I don't know, whatever, maybe that's going a little bit too far. But it was simple stuff. It was like rewards, like progression. Like, this is just the same fight over and over again. So there's just no change in gameplay. So unfortunately, didn't hit for me. Did it hit for you guys? Maybe. I don't know. Let me know down below in the comment section. If you want to check this one out, like I said, link will be down below in the description. But that has been Queenslayer. Cool name. Interesting art, gameplay. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy, would you kindly smash that like button, subscribe to the channel for more roguelite action. I've been Ganyonz. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one.